What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Educated Barfly. Today I'm going to teach you how to make a Bennett cocktail. Now, there's a couple things you guys are going to say about this, but I want to address that in a minute. First, I want to tell you that it was created in 1922 and it was first published by Robert Vermeire in his book Cocktails, How to Mix Them. Now, this is basically going to be a daiquiri with gin and Angostura bitters. And a lot of people are going to say, oh, this is just a gin daiquiri with Angostura bitters. And that's true, you wouldn't be wrong. But the thing is that once you add different flavor profiles into a drink, it becomes something wholly new. And the thing is that most cocktails are just one or two steps away from its predecessor. So there are those like root cocktails that kind of started it, like Old Fashions or Manhattans or flips, fizzes, stuff like that, that are basically a category. And then there's a lot of things that run off it. Now, if you look at all those runoff drinks that come from that gin fizz or that old fashioned, they're utilizing the same template, but they're mixing and matching different ingredients. So that's what we're doing here. First thing we're gonna do is grab a goddamn jigger, and then the second thing that we're gonna do is put 1 ounce of lime juice into that jigger, and we're gonna do 3/4 of an ounce of simple syrup, 2 ounces of gin. Then we're going to do a few dashes of Angostura bitters. Angostura bitters to taste, really. The other thing that you're going to notice that I'm doing here is I'm shaking with a big rock of ice, which is what I always do for specific cocktails, daiquiris included. When you shake with a big rock of ice, and you do this this is actually a must. This is a must for fizzes and egg white cocktails, but it is a preference thing for stuff like daiquiris. What you're doing is you're getting the chill and you're getting the aeration. You're getting all the benefits of shaking without actually adding very much dilution. You're adding a lot less dilution, but you're still incorporating the cocktail. So what I like to do is find a piece of ice, a big piece of ice, rock ice, and I like to let it temper a little bit so it's a little clear and not as frosted. The reason why you do that is because you want it to not break up in the tin. But we are going to have our double strainer just in case it does break up. We're going to add that to our big tin, add our cocktail, lock our tins. You let it sit for 10 seconds. If you pour it in there and you hear it crack, you can let it sit for 10 seconds. The ice will refuse itself. And then shake. Typically, we only shake for 8 to 10 seconds, but honestly, you can actually shake a big rock ice cocktail for a little bit longer. And you can then kind of control your dilution that way. Just like determine how much dilution you're going to put in there. And then we're just going to double strain it into our Nick and Nora. And there you have it, my friends. The beautiful Bennett cocktail. Let's taste it. That tastes exactly like what you think it tastes like. So it is lime, which is going to be sharp. You got the simple syrup that balances it out, but we did 3/4 simples with 1 ounce lime, so it's going to be tart on the tart side with the gin that adds the booze. But the main flavor in here that sort of dominates and it gives it that nice spice is the Angostura bitters. That's really what you're after here. That's the star of the show, is the Ango. So there you go, guys, the Bennett cocktail.